a magic wand, what are the three things you would change for the future for our industry?
Hmm. Gosh, that's incredible. I mean, that's actually a really tough question to answer. I would say, um, based on conversations I've had recently, I'd say taxation, barriers to entry, and better social equity programs. Again, as a former law enforcement officer in an industry that was built off of, the backs of folks on the legacy side, my hat's really off to them. And I mean that. And people who know me know that I mean that. And so, I want to see people thrive in this industry. I don't know if my three are the ones that would get there, right? Like, I mean, and so I guess I'm I'm not the guy
It's
with the
tough.
magic wand, but
Yeah.
I think that I would want to see folks who want to enter the legal market to be able to do so seamlessly, and reduce as many of those barriers. And then, taxes is just wildly out of control. A lot of people all along the various, food chain, if you will, right, have their points of view on that. But it seems to me pretty consistent that, folks who touch the plant need relief on the tax side.
Oh, yeah.
Um, and then, in addition to that, I would like to see the tax dollars allocated in a way that benefits the operators.
Hmm.
The Department of Cannabis Control, as just recently gave out a ton of, millions and millions of dollars to various agencies, that is intended to improve and benefit cannabis operators. My fear is, and I've had conversations with a few municipalities who are interested in looking at how to use that money for security. And some of the best things that they came up with was, hey, Chris, how much is a guard? And I'm like, oh man, like
Mm,
that's really scary, right? Because
yeah.
again, not to talk mess about, the guard industry, but that industry in particular has been hit extremely hard by COVID. And even cannabis security guard firms, right, will tell you that they're having trouble retaining and finding good folks to fill those positions. In
Wow.
addition to that, if that's how you intend to spend the money, when that money runs out, that guard's going to run out. And so
Yeah.
now you're gonna be stuck with the same problem. In addition to that, the guard's not going to solve the problem. They just don't
Yeah.
have, that's not within the wheelhouse. And an all encompassing security solution, like I said, is a combination of various vendors, technologies, and policies and procedures. And so, I would love to see these municipalities get serious about solving the crime issues that are plaguing, cannabis operators. And it's not just the loss of product or the, injury or potential death. I mean, like these are serious issues, but, they're affecting them in other ways as well. One agency had a stat about some of the loans that are being defaulted on, and a large amount of people that were defaulting on loans that were given to them were victims of burglary and robbery. So if
Oh,
we can solve those problems, we can solve other problems as well. So I guess another one, if I had a fourth, would be that municipalities get serious about how they allocate that money and that it
yeah.
goes to operators in a way that actually brings change. And we have discussions around discovery and, how to solve these problems in a lasting way that's sustainable.